It's tough to start a business, so having a business plan to make it a whole lot easier is going to make it easy to succeed, right? Well, no. No, it's not. It's actually going to make it a lot harder. Successful entrepreneurs, like Elon Musk, they never use a conventional business plan. And there's a really good reason why. And to demonstrate this, I'm going to play a game.
My son Adam is good at chess. And he always beats me. And when he does, he rubs it in. But I've arranged a revenge match. What he doesn't know is I've got a secret weapon because there's big money at stake.
I've been busy researching and writing out my plan of what's going to happen. So I'm ready. And this time, he's going to get his backside kicked.
Shall we play? Let the slaughter commence. Victory will be mine. I'll move that to there, like that. That's the first part of my cunning plan. He's not moved the piece I expected, but I can work with that. I'll just move that there, like that. Let's see how he deals with that. That move wasn't in my plan either. Neither was that move. This is not going quite as well as I thought, but I think I can pull it back. But as the game progressed, I could see my brilliant plan wasn't that brilliant after all. Where the heck did that come from? Oh. In chess, just like in business, things happen. Things you don't expect. Situations that are totally out of your control. It's called life. Don't forget to click like and subscribe. Just ignore him, he's just attention seeking. As I was saying, the problem with a business plan is, well, it's written before you've even done it. You're planning when you've got no real life experience of what you're actually planning for. And that's the worst time to be planning anything. Look at the last 2 years, for example. Lockdown, financial uncertainty, war. No one expected any of that. But any one of these events will totally render your plan useless. For an entrepreneur, a rigid plan, it's like driving with sat-nav. Great for getting you to your destination, so long as your destination isn't moving about. And new roads just don't appear out of nowhere. But in business, the route to your destination is always moving. And you've got to deal with roadblocks, diversions, and of course, avenues of opportunity. Business plans were born out of a time when most businesses were trading locally.
And where to get the funding for your new business? You had to put on your best shoes, brush your hair, you need to change your shirt.
All this for an appointment to meet your bank manager. All in the hope that he will share your delusional view of the future and give you some money.
The fact is, do it right, you can build your business without borrowing. It's never been easier to start a business with just a couple of $100 and scale it really fast. I grew my company, Infinite Skills, from $750 to 8 figures in just a few years. On top of that, business plans, they just take a lot of time to write. And time is the one commodity you shouldn't be generous with. The time spent writing a plan that's subject to so many variables could just be so better spent doing something far more likely to make you succeed. And I'll tell you what you should be doing in a minute. Look, we live in a time where you can start a business almost instantly and get in front of customers in days or even hours. Never before have we been able to instantly see how people are reacting to our products and get feedback almost in real time. That's the data that you need to be thinking about. I would have given my right arm for this when I started way back in the 1990s. Conventional business plans, they're not designed to work with the pace that digital business moves at.
Business is very fluid, and that's why you need a plan that's very fluid. One that's fit for purpose in the digital world, and not one that will take you ages to write. I think we just need to do this take just a few more times. Just to make sure. Better to be safe than sorry. Just one more time.
So, rather than a rigid plan, what you should be spending your time on is asking yourself a few very important questions and coming up with real information that's, well, gonna really help you.
Here's what served me really well over the years. I've got a chain of basic questions. Questions that all interlink with each other, and questions that hold true no matter what happens. There's marketing, that's this link here.
And the marketing question, this is the big one. The questions may be basic, common sense really, but yet so many people get wrapped up in their product, they forget the most important question of all.
Will anybody want what you're selling? Just because there's a gap in the market doesn't mean there's a market in the gap. And just because you think it's a good idea doesn't make it so.
Are you tired of losing your remote control and spending hours looking for it? Well, your pain is over with the new EdCaddy using space-age Velcro technology. Your remote is always close at hand, but wait! If you order today, we'll also throw in the stylish wrist caddy for free. So, pick up your phone and call today. And just because your friends tell you that you've got a good business idea doesn't validate your idea at all. So before you go spending a dime, validate your idea with your customers. Ask them. Once you've validated your product and through thorough research you're 100% sure that there's a market that's willing to pay, we then get on to the next question.
Who's your customer? Before I start selling their product, I research my customer. Who are they? What are they struggling with? And how can I explain my problem in a way that's unique and easy to comprehend? Look at it this way. Your product is the key to unlocking your customers' problems. You don't make a key and then wander around trying to find a lock that your key will fit because, well, that'd just be stupid. It's far easier to sell to an audience who are problem aware. In other words, if you've got to explain the problem that your solution fixes before you can sell them the solution, well, you're just making your life hard. Selling a solution to a problem that people don't know they have, it's like selling a map to a place that nobody knows about. It's difficult. To start with, you want to be aiming for the low-hanging fruit. When you start in business, the challenge is to know where your audience is and how to get in front of them with a product they want, all with limited resources. You see, when it comes to your product and your offer, it can be hard to decide what to do because you've no experience. When you're getting started in business, what a lot of people do, they look at what the competitors are doing and they just copy it. Problem with doing that, of course, is, well, it positions you as a Me Too product. So, to get around that, what a lot of people do, they'll look at what the competitors are doing and they'll just offer more value. Only problem with doing that, of course, is this extra value that you're giving away to your customers, that's coming off your bottom line. So, here's what you should be doing. You've got your competitors and you've got the market. What you need to do, you need to research this market. You want to be looking for gaps in the market that your competitors are not filling. What's the market asking for? Once you've gathered all this information, what it's going to allow you to do is make a product that the market really wants. Apple have been doing it for years. Crunchy. Let your competitors do the hard work for you. And this is why I spend time looking at my competitors, looking at the marketing, their sales page, their products, and most importantly, feedback from their customers. They'll tell you what's missing. All you need when you're starting is just to get a foothold. It's easy to take product ideas from your competitors and then just make them better than it is to come up with your own new ideas. You can get innovative once you've got some skills and a little bit of money behind you. The last thing that I look for are single points of failure. Your business, like this chain, if your business is totally reliant on, say, one link, and that one link fails, then that's dangerous.
What you shouldn't lose sight of, if this is your first business, is to treat this first business as your baptism of fire. To start with, it's not just about making a lot of money, it's about learning the skills, discovering opportunities, building up the revenue to fund future growth. And you can't do any of that just by writing out a plan. The last question that I ask is more about me, or in your case, you, and what your failings are, and then finding the right people to help. Entrepreneurs. Now there are two types: visionaries, those who understand the market and customers and think Steve Jobs, and then technical geniuses who can find innovative ways to use tech, but have got no idea how to market it. Think Steve Wozniak. Jobs and Wozniak, by combining their skills, they didn't do too bad business-wise. Each one on their own, well, they'd have had a hard time. but together they help build the most valuable company on the planet. As an entrepreneur, you need to know who you are and who you need in your business to help fill in the gaps left by your skill set. So, list out your skills and your failings and then hire people to fill in the blanks. That's the best planning that you can do.